Whispers of the Infinite, Unveiling the Soul's Journey Beyond the Veil. Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Radzi, your guide through the unseen, the mystical, and the downright awe-inspiring. Today, we're diving deep, deeper than ever before, into the mysteries of the afterlife, the whispers of angels, and the unbreakable connection between your spirit and those you've loved and lost. If you've ever felt that ache of missing someone, or wondered what lies beyond this human costume we're all wearing, stick with me. This is going to be a journey of hope, wonder, and maybe even a cheeky giggle or two. Before we begin, if you're new here, or even if you're a seasoned explorer of the esoteric, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and tap the bell. That way, you'll never miss a moment of what we uncover together. Ready? Let's lift the veil. Now, I promise I won't ask you to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, unless you're into that, of course. But I will ask you to open your heart and your mind, because what we're talking about today, it's bigger than us. It's eternal, and it's bloody beautiful. Let's start with something wild. You're not just a body. I know. Shocking news, right? You've got skin, bones, and a questionable haircut from 2005. But beneath all that, you're a spark, a fragment of something infinite. Call it God, the Creator, the universal what's it. I'm not here to argue semantics. What I am here to tell you is that this spark, your soul, has been chatting away since the moment you arrived on this spinning rock we call Earth. Picture this. A baby, barely old enough to drool properly, lying in a cot. Most of us see a chubby little human. But what if that baby's gazing up at something we've forgotten how to see? Angels, loved ones, beings of light so fine they're like silk mist fluttering in the air. That's not fantasy. That's a memory we've buried under mortgages and Netflix binges. I heard a story once about a woman who, as a child, didn't just feel these presences. She saw them, physically. Angels hovering over her cot, wings shimmering like stardust caught in a breeze. She didn't know they were angels back then. They were just there, comforting her when the world got loud and cruel, whispering, they know no better, when someone's words stung. And here's the kicker. She didn't grow out of it. Those angels, they became her mates, her teachers, her guides through a life that wasn't always kind. Now you might be thinking, Radzi, mate, I've never seen an angel. I can barely see my socks in the morning. Fair enough, but what if seeing isn't about your eyes? What if it's about feeling, tuning into that quiet hum between you and me, the air, the wind, the bloody stardust floating around us right now? That's the soul's language, and it's talking to you all the time. Let's talk about your VIP entourage. Yep, you've got one. And no, I don't mean your mates from the pub. I'm talking about your guardian angel. This isn't some fluffy Hallmark card nonsense. This is real, raw, and relentless. Your guardian angel's been with you since the second you took your first breath, and it's not going anywhere. Not when you flunked that exam. Not when you cried yourself to sleep. Not even when you ate that dodgy kebab and regretted every life choice. This angel's job? To remind you that you're unique, perfectly, messily, gloriously you. There's no carbon copy of your soul out there. Not in 7 billion humans. Not in the infinite stretch of the cosmos. And here's the bit that gets me every time. It loves you unconditionally. No terms, no conditions, no fine print. So next time you're feeling low, like the world's chewed you up and spat you out, try this. Close your eyes, take a breath, and whisper, Oi, guardian angel. You there? Spoiler alert, they always are. And they're probably rolling their ethereal eyes going, yes, Radzi's right for once. I've been here the whole time. But seriously, folks, this connection, it's your lifeline. It's proof you're never alone, even when the silence feels deafening. Now, let's get to the big one. What happens when we ditch the meat suit? When the body says, cheers, I'm out. And the soul goes, where? Heaven? The great beyond? Florida? Well, I've got a story for you that'll make your spine tingle and your heart soar. This woman I mentioned earlier, she didn't just see angels, she went there, died on the operating table, flatlined for 10 minutes while doctors scrambled to bring her back. And where was she? Not stuck in some cosmic waiting room with bad magazines. She was home. Heaven. And it wasn't slow motion harps and puffy clouds. It was instant. No pain, no baggage, just perfection. She saw her dad, a fisherman, young again, decked out in a hat covered in flies he'd made himself. She ran to him. Well, her soul did. And when they embraced, it wasn't flesh on flesh. It was light touching light. God touching God. Two sparks of the infinite crashing into each other in a moment of pure electric love. And here's the bit that'll wreck you in the best way. He wasn't gone. None of them are. Your loved ones? They're not rotting in a box or lost to the void. Their bodies might be done, but their souls? They're dancing in that same light, waiting for you, not to mourn them, but to feel them. A breeze on your cheek, a sudden memory, that random feather you keep finding in weird places. That's them, saying, I'm here, you daft sod. Stop crying and start living. See? Death's not the end. It's just the bit where you ditch the rubbish Wi-Fi and upgrade to the cosmic broadband. So why don't we believe this stuff now? Why wait for a near-death experience or a dodgy stomach surgery to wake up to what's real? Here's my theory. We're too busy. Too distracted. We've got bills, TikTok dances, and that one neighbor who mows the lawn at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. But your soul? It's not waiting for your schedule to clear up. It's knocking on the door of your awareness, going, Oi, let me in. You've got free will, though. That's the deal. You can ignore the knock, keep scrolling, keep pretending this 3D meat grinder is all there is. Or you can choose to see, to feel, to trust that the angels, the loved ones, the bloody universe itself is rooting for you. This woman I've been talking about, she didn't go to college, couldn't read or write, but she had teachers better than any professor, angels who showed her how to see the world, not just look at it. And when God told her to go back, yep, she argued with the big guy himself. She didn't want to. Heaven was too good. But she did. Because love called her back. Love for her kids. Love for a purpose she didn't even fully grasp yet. And that purpose? It wasn't some grand Hollywood blockbuster thing. It was simple. To spread love. To give hope. To remind us that we're all part of this wild, shimmering tapestry of light. So, what do we do with all this? How do we live with one foot in the human mess and one in the infinite? Easy. Not simple, but easy. Start small. Pray. And no, I don't mean kneeling in a pew reciting stuff you don't mean. Prayer's just talking. To God. To your angels. To your nan who's probably fishing with her soulmates up there. Say one word. Hope. Or dance like a lunatic in your kitchen. That's prayer too. It's action, it's thought, it's love flung out into the universe. And here's the magic. It connects us. Your prayer for a stranger halfway across the world, It's a thread in the web of light holding this whole mad show together. We've got to give hope, folks. Hope's the fuel. It's what gets you out of bed when the grief's so heavy you can't breathe. It's what whispers, "They're still here," when you're staring at an empty chair. And if we all gave a bit more hope, a bit more love, we'd flip this world upside down overnight. I'm not kidding. I've seen the good out there, and it outweighs the rubbish by 1,000,000 to 1. So here's my question for you, the one I want you to carry into your day, your week, your life. What if you believed right now that you're never truly alone? What would shift? How would you walk through this world differently if you knew your loved ones, your angels, your own bloody soul were cheering you on every step of the way? Take that with you. Mull it over. Maybe even chat with your guardian angel about it. I reckon they'd love the gossip. Before I go, I've got one last thing. If this moved you, if it sparked something in that wild soul of yours, please subscribe, like, and hit that bell. We're a tribe here at Beyond the Veil, and I want you with us for every step of this journey. Now, let's end with an affirmation. Say it with me, out loud if you're brave, in your head if you're shy. Ready? Here it is. I am a spark of the infinite, loved beyond measure, connected forever. I am a spark of the infinite, loved beyond measure, connected forever. I am a spark of the infinite, loved beyond measure, connected forever. Feel that? That's you shining. That's them with you. That's us together. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart open to the whispers. I'll see you beyond the veil.